Hey there! Making a game is hard and usually takes a long amount of time. But what if you didn't have that crucial time? What if you only had, say, 10 minutes? Now, it is important to mention that this challenge was originally created by Brackeys, and since many channels tried their hands at it, so I figured today I'd do the same. The first thing to do is to plan. When you have only 10 minutes, you usually try to make a game with simple or little to no movement, and that we are making a platformer with an infinite and somewhat random level generation. Hell yeah. Alright, so let's begin. I started by creating our player. If you notice, the sprite of the player is the same as in my 10 lines of code challenge, and that's because it's the default sprite in Godot. I created a script for the player and started writing the code for the platformer movement. Now, in a platformer, movement is very important, and the more time you spend coding it, the better. But of course, we don't really have enough time to polish things, so the movement will just consist of moving forwards and backwards at a constant speed and jumping. I then created a new scene which will contain our platforms. I wrote some code for each individual platform, telling it to add the random value between 40 and minus 40 to its position on the y-axis. I colored the platform black and then duplicated it several times. I added an area 2D node which will check if the player enters it and then generate another instance of the platform's scene if that happens. For this though, I had to duplicate said scene because the scene cannot load itself. I then added a position 2D node to the end, so the game knows where to spawn the next instance of the platforms. I also told the area 2D and the position 2D to move right upon collision with the player, so that the level can be infinitely repeated. I then linked the platform scene to the main scene and then tested the game. Turns out I messed up the gravity and jumping of the player, but that could be fixed by just changing the values. I added a camera to follow the player. Then, I created another area 2D to restart the game when the player falls. I quickly coded everything and then saved it as a separate scene, so I can quickly add it to the duplicate platform scene. I then tested everything and it worked fine. For some reason, when the game spawns the new platforms, a whole bunch of errors show up, but it doesn't stop the game from running, so we're just gonna ignore that. This actually took a little bit shorter than 10 minutes, around 9 minutes and 10 seconds, so I'm genuinely surprised. If you want to make sure that I haven't cheated, you can find the whole uncut challenge in the description as an unlisted video. Also, the game in this challenge isn't currently available, but if you want to play it, just leave a comment and I might release it on itch.io. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and consider supporting me on Patreon. It helps a ton. Goodbye, and take care.